Hey, cousins.
Hey, cousins.
So today, we are starting off with
Announcements.
announcements. Oh.
We have an announcement. There's one cousin that's missing. And she is on location doing some investigations.
Yes.
For the cousins.
Yes.
That are here and you cousins. She is on location right now in the mean streets of Atlanta. And we will be hearing from her soon while she's on location, getting various details and updates of the goings-ons of the mean streets of Atlanta, of the wonderful streets of Atlanta, of the opulent streets of Atlanta.
Of the warm streets of Atlanta.
They don't call it Atlanta for nothing.
At all.
I wish I was there.
Me too.
Hey, Crystal. But anyway.
So, season 16, episode 6
minutes. Okay, so how it start off? So they left off.
They were leaving start off with the girls leaving the salon. You know, they was.
From the opening.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So it actually, because Portia said she was just
done. Done.
She felt triggered. That says she was having flashbacks.
I think Portia did feel triggered.
She said she felt triggered and hurt. So it started off with Britt at her house talking to her husband.
Somebody said they ain't got no marriage license. I ain't lying. That's what I heard on the streets. But, you know these people investigating people. So they said they ain't got no marriage license, so we gonna call him a hubbin. Somebody called him a pimp.
Well.
But anyway, so yeah, she was there and she was saying that she hadn't slept all night. She had her puffy eyes or whatever. You could tell she had been crying, and I don't blame the girl. I'd be crying too. You know, I it's not I feel sad for Britt, but I would feel sad for anybody that is in that position. Why you looking like that?
I just looking. She was saying to her husband, she felt Kenya was trying to damage her career.
Yeah, and I don't know how she was doing that. Anyway.
Okay, you know she got 10,000 phone calls from clients, family, friends, probably strangers. The FedEx guy probably said something to her.
All her people on her OnlyFans page.
Hey. But like she was saying, she said, I was in my 20s.
Yeah, I mean, she was in her 20s.
And she said, I learned.
Yeah, and that's something that you can't take away from Britt, is that when you young, you do dumb stuff. Hell, there's a lot of old people that do dumb
Still
stuff.
Doing dumb stuff.
And they know better.
And she was saying how she paid to have that wiped off the internet. So for Kenya to dig for that. So she had to dig for it.
I think to have a line, but
I'm just saying, but I heard her say that before. Remember, she was with the girls and she said she had it wiped off.
It's been all on the internet. Yeah, that's what she said. But she said she had a pistol to whoop Kenya tail, and then she done said after that she never said she had no pistol and they never owned one. And then they done brought up new video of her saying that she carried her piece. I forgot I'm supposed to say that. She carried that piece that's made of steel wherever she go in the streets of Atlanta.
Her day.
So I'm like, girl, which lie is it? That's all I'm saying.
Her day.
I can't trust her.
Her day.
Cause she got a record of lying.
Anyway, child.
Yeah,
so
girl.
That's how it started.
She already got me going.
Already, I know. She already hot.
And I was trying to be on her side. I think that if that happened to anybody, so I understand the people being mad because at Kenya are disappointed, because it's like, girl, you don't do that to no other woman. Why my hair don't look fluffy on this one side? But anyway, this ain't
That's
even
a
about
whole
me.
nother show. But anyway, so yeah, that's all. That's what they was talking about. Girl, it was, I don't know, to me, because you know she crying and emotional, and where he was sitting, he come over there. It not to me. It was so fake how he hugged her like she had the cooties.
It'll be all right. You know how y'all
She
girls
did
are.
like that. Yeah, I mean, all I could think about, I want my man to just fall into my body.
Come on,
But-
man.
I just want my man to fall all into my body. I would want my man.
Go on and cry. Go on and cry.
Yeah. I wanted my man to fall into my body, and you
know
be
what?
like, and then it be just like that song, Brown Skin. You be like, I don't know where her skin started, his end. That's all I gotta say.
That was real nice.
Girl,
That's not for those type of moments.
Oh,
Tanya.
okay. I'm just saying.
Anyway, but just be nasty all the time. But anyway, I was just like, I mean, yeah, you want your man to just be like embrace.
It was
you
almost like a stranger, and he didn't really know her.
and he was like, "Damn, I gotta."
Ain't nobody else here.
But you know what? On another, let me try to defend him a little bit. He could have been hugging her all night, and he tired now too, just like she tired.
Oh, hell no. Tie these nuts.
But I don't know. But yet, I heard so many people saying that. I missed
Did
that.
you?
Yes, I missed that. I was just like, but I was
Mm-mm.
saying this nigga said he gotta get up off the couch.
Man, I gotta
And
go over here and she out here snot nose.
That's what I was saying.
It gonna be all right. I wish mine would. Wherever you at, I wish you would.
Don't do it, Cletus. But anyway,
Miss Seeley, don't do it.
yes. But yeah, it was hilarious. So
So then a girl came, Kelly.
I thought they started with the powwow asking the lady. Oh, the producers. You forgot how the producers asked them at the beginning how did each lady feel. They said. And that's when they was all mad at Kenya. But yeah, I think that was at the very, very end. I mean, beginning. But what now?
Kelly came.
Yeah, why
Kelly
they was talking.
Kelly came. Because she was like, you expected somebody, and it was Kelly. Kelly came with food
Yeah.
and an IV specialist.
Girl, I need a friend like Kelly and Candy.
Came with an IV specialist, child.
Girl, I was like, we supposed to do that.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we gotta go do that. I need some nourishment. I ain't gonna say nothing. Something's wrong with us. I ain't gonna say nothing else.
Nothing.
But Lord have mercy, let's go back to these people's lives. Tanya be talking way too much.
We do our own stories later.
Okay.
But yeah, so she come over with, food, and she was really being nice to the hubby.
Girl,
And
they said it's gonna be 70 on Friday.
girl,
About to be up out of this piece.
but it's gonna be raining 80%.
Anyway, sorry y'all, we gotta check the weather.
So that's what that was. And then they get the IVs in, and it was hee ha ha. And then they went to Shamia.
Shamia. And what was Shamia doing? She was with Ariel? Or was she at home? I thought she had some people over or something like that. Did she have the girls over again?
She did. She had, she invited the girls so they kind of could talk. So she invited Portia, Kelly, Angela, and Drew.
Yes.
So they could kind of talk about what had happened at the salon and how did you feel about that. So they was all talking, and that's where it came up when Kelly said, I want to do what was the word?
A peace something.
Peace. Yeah.
Peace and harmony meeting. Whatever it was for Britt.
And
But
Portia said, just like this.
But was Portia being peaceful?
When it was Shamia now,
Well, I was saying when she being peaceful with Drew. But anyway,
oh,
you
Drew,
forgot the conversation. Let's talk about the conversation.
Yeah, Drew.
Oh, because they came in and they was talking to Drew. Angela, I think, was talking to Drew. And then she was asking, and Drew was saying something about her.
Drew came in last, I think.
Yeah, and they were saying something about her
and
divorce, I think.
Asked her, so how things going with the divorce? But Portia took over.
Yeah, because Drew, she asked Drew, and Drew was answering something, and then Portia, then Angela turned to Portia and said, "Are you being supported?" How, Portia, do you feel like you being supported? How you feel like you being supported through the divorce?
And she started talking about how he.
Yeah, and I'm like, how you don't understand? It's I can't stand spiteful ass bitches. Even if I don't like a hoe, see that'd be my problem. I might not like a wench, but I can still identify with them as a woman, and I still what? And I still will identify with them. And what my heart would go, I would even hug the woman, even if I don't like that wench. But I still be like, girl, you gonna be all right in this situation. Now you petty as hell. Well, we ain't talking about right now, but
yeah, cause she was talking about how she texted, oh boy,
yeah, Simon,
and said the little girl.
Pilar was asking
about him, and she said, I can see he was on.
Yeah, he left her on scene, as the kids said.
He never answered.
She said red, but the children told me as left on scene.
Yeah. And he left her there, and so she was up.
Yeah, so then she breaks down.
But Drew was looking at her going,
I know. I felt bad
so
for
I
Drew.
said she feel her pain.
Yeah, but Portia don't feel Drew pain. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
I can't stand a selfish bitch. She just like that even with Shamia.
When they asked them to, was it Kelly? Asked them, or Shamia, one of them, asked, do they think they could get beyond everything and, be better towards each other? Of course, Drew was already shaking her head, yeah. But that Portia
just trying to have a fucking storyline, and I can't stand her evil ass. And then, even with her trying to make herself look like a victim and shit, she's still coming out looking like a villain when it comes to women. Because I'm like, girl, that's your best friend. You don't know your best friend voice, or you dogging your best friend because you saying it sound good, and it's Drew. And then Drew going through a divorce just like you. She done told you she don't want the hot dog that the man that ain't your man. She just trying to get some money so she could get out this divorce. I'm like, girl, please. And you know what? Go on, say it.
Kelly asked Portia if that was her in Kenya, could she let it go? She didn't want to answer. But then when they did the little one-on-one thing, that's the part I don't like. They won't answer questions when they all together, but then when it's a one-on-one, they got a whole lot to talk about. Why you couldn't say nothing when the girls asked you?
I know. I can't stand people like
that. I wouldn't be able to let it go. Well, you should have said that on the couch.
Exactly.
I was like, oh, they get on my nerves doing that.
But if that was done to me, I wouldn't be able to forgive Kenya either.
I understand it. I'm saying when Kelly asked the question, when they all was on the couch, why she just? I'm not gonna. Just say hell no. But then when it's you and the crew with the cameras,
it would be unforgivable.
I was like, man. I said, why you just can't answer the questions? Anyway,
I don't know.
Anyway.
But she's just a shady ass person is what it is. And I just did not think, I just thought Portia was dumb and fickle and blonde, but she just is spiteful and mean and thirsty as she want to be.
Well, Angela did ask Portia, what did you mean? when you said you heard something about my man.
Yeah, girl, that's what I saw. And then Portia said, because
It was a joke.
I was just playing.
And I said, when I saw you get mad, I said,
She don't know me like that.
and I don't know her like that. So I'm going to have to apologize. But then, of course, when it's just her on the scene, and they said, what did they ask her? Did you have something on him? Or did you know something? Or how did you get something on him? Because my cousin wear that chain around her on her glasses, and she that them glasses and that chain hanging. She get that going, and she can find out anything.
Girl. So which lie is it? Did you find something, or was you just playing? That's what you asking?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, girl, stop playing here. Just say, girl, I was just talking some shit. But see, that's a hoe for you.
While she talking about she could be the bigger person between her and Drew. Girl, boo. Because I ain't got time to be worried about
being the bigger person.
No, she says she's the bigger person. I'm just saying what the girl said.
Oh, please.
So from there, it went to Kelly and her daughter.
Doing what?
You know, they was having a little conversation.
And then when they doing yoga.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they do yoga. And then they talk.
Yeah, some text came
How
on.
old is Kelly's daughter?
I don't know.
I just didn't know about her telling so much stuff to the child, but the child probably done seen so much stuff.
She had, cause like she said, she used to see her on the floor crying, and she
but
had to
even
help
when they was together. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, she had to help with the other kids and stuff, and
I know. So at first I was like, I don't know about her showing the daughter that article or whatever, and then, but hell, she's 16 and up. You probably gonna be
she gonna
dealing
see it
with
anyway.
all that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had to say that myself.
And so then she was saying, you know, how she would wish or hope for her to be better in her marriage, and she said, I'm not getting married.
I don't even want to do it.
I don't want to be.
I'm
I don't want to
scared.
end up like you.
Yes.
I was
And
like,
no offense.
I felt the dagger though.
I didn't. I was like,
sad.
girl, tell your mama the truth.
But I was like, that's so sad.
It is sad.
But she even said it was sad.
Yeah, and she was like, Kelly, or what's her name, Brie or whatever, TT.
Mm-hmm.
What's the girl name?
Girl, I don't remember.
Armani, something like that.
But she was like, oh, that was sad.
Yeah, but I understand because she's so young. She see her mama going through that. She like, I don't want to deal with that mess. But when she get her a boo child,
A real one.
she get her a little piece, and it be the wrong one.
I want her to get the right one.
Please, Lord, let her get the right one, because she done seen enough BS in her life. We're going to pray that the right one come along for the little tenderoni.
Oh, Chloe. What's the girl name?
Chloe.
Chloe. Yeah.
Yeah, Chloe. Like Chloe Kardashian. That way. But anyway. Okay, so what else? So after Kelly and her daughter, I like Kelly showing being vulnerable with her daughter and stuff like that, by the way.
Girl, so after that, we get to Drew has to leave her house on the 1st, 3rd, and the 5th weekend of every month, so Raggedy Ass could bring his raggedy ass upstairs to play with the kids.
Hoe ass. Not bow ass.
What's his name? Ralph?
Hoe ass.
Can't stand his ass. I can't stand
Whack ass.
cousins. We ought to ride up on him. I'm just saying.
Spray him with some water guns and some honey or something so the bees down there in Georgia could get to his ass.
Get him with some hot grits. He act right.
That'd be like a crime. But
get him with some hot grits and have him some what's his name? Al Green on.
Water, yeah. Love and happiness. We don't want to stay together.
Thin line. It's a thin line.
Between love and hate.
I gotta leave my house. First of all, who the judge?
And then the nigga.
Who the judge?
Okay, who is the judge?
Who the judge? That's what I want to know. Who came up with this mess?
He doing stuff that he wish he did to his ex-wife. The judge is. That's what that is. I ain't never seen no more.
When I heard that, I think I got so mad
in my life. And then he come bombarding up from the basement
while she talking to the kids and eating her
having breakfast. Ooh, and trying to get her out the house.
It's my time.
See, I wouldn't play with nobody like him. No, Drew's stupid to me. Cause you know your man, you know he crazy and anal. I would be there 40, 45, 15 minutes before I had my shit packed. And be out in the car, have that stuff out in the car. So when it's time to go, I'll holler at y'all.
But she was like, he don't never come. And her sister said it too.
Yeah, he did that on purpose.
He never come upstairs. He don't never come upstairs when I'm there.
He
don't
did
come
that on purpose.
He came up there on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she was talking to him about, and she was just trying to talk so nice to him. I'm like, I said, my girl, please. But anyway, saying, you know, you supposed to be fixing a what was it? Fixing something.
The exterminator or something?
Calling the exterminator. Why you can't call exterminator? Well, I had been, but
my attorney
told me that's your job.
Yeah, that you're supposed to.
And that takes stuff off my plate. Well, ain't nothing on your plate.
Cause I got so much going on my plate.
No, you ain't got nothing going on your plate.
How you know?
Because I said it.
I ain't got you going on my plate.
So. I'm on your plate.
No,
In your basement, on your plate. I'm on the plate. He remind me, you know, what was the movie? Kids Under the Stairs. I mean, it sounds creepy that he's living in the basement.
Yes.
Because, and there's nothing to cut him off. He can sneak up there while you sleep and do anything he want to do.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
It just sounds so creepy to me.
That's why her sister lived there. Because him and her sister don't get along.
It just sounds so creepy. So, yeah, so he was really trying to get up under her skin. And I was so glad she just walked off.
Mm-hmm.
Walked off. But even like when they was in the car, she was telling her sister, let me get out this driveway because he going to be calling, make a phone call saying she's still here on my time.
That's why I'm like, girl, get the hell on. Because you don't play with people like that. And then what happened after that? So Drew and her sister, they pull off and they go into her other extended stay, wherever she going to stay for the rest of the weekend. And then her and her sister. I think that's why her sister is there. Because, you know, her mama used to live with them at one point in time. She would come down from Chicago or whatever. And then the sister and Drew hadn't talked in so long. And the sister was like her mama, really. She was her mom, like manager or whatever. Mm-hmm. So she would go on the road with Drew when she was doing shows when her mama wouldn't. And so her and her sister, when she stopped doing so much, then the sister didn't have a job, really. So she fell into like a depression. Mm-hmm. And then a lot of stuff happened with her and Ralph. Her and Ralph didn't get along, the sister. And so they fell out. And then so her and Drew stopped talking for a while. And so now the sister is back in her life, has been back in her life since she came back that one time. And she been back in her life since then. And as Portia would say, she thinks she the battery and Drew back. But honey, Portia don't know nothing about being no big sister or no little sister because she ain't good to her own damn sister now. And because it ain't nothing like having a big sister or a big cousin or somebody telling you, you know, you can go handle that. Am I lying? And then you go handle some things. All because your big sister or brother or your big cousin said, handle my lightweight. Anyway, talking about y'all business, not mine.
Yeah, I'm not going to incriminate
Nobody. That's hypothetical stuff, though, really. Yes. But you know how y'all cousins be doing. But anyway, so moving on from Drew and Ralph.
So,
we're going
Shamia had the girls, or some of the girls, a couple of the girls, come and meet her team, her music team. They was at the studio.
We was in the studio,
Yeah.
and trying to get to you, babe.
Of course, Angela brought up Portia. She was like, I'm sorry.
Wait a minute, who was there? It was
Angela Kelly, I think.
No,
Angela and Drew.
Yeah, okay.
And Angela was like, I'm sorry about, when they was at the bank.
Angela was apologizing to who? Shamia?
That Portia said she sounded like Drew.
Oh,
and
yes.
Portia's supposed to be her number one person.
And then Angela said, I just hope that Portia sticks up for you.
Like you stick
with
up for her.
just as much energy that you stick up for Portia. And we know it's a lie. Who got these one-sided friendships like that?
We know she don't.
Oh, Portia trifling.
At all the time.
What about your friends?
All the time. And then when Drew came, she was telling her how good she sound.
Yeah, I don't like that.
They was really like, girl, you doing it,
I don't like that Shamia throws shade at Drew for Portia ass. Be your own damn woman, Shamia. You're a grown ass, old ass woman by now. Hell, when you pass 35, you a grown ass woman.
Well, what Shamia need to realize, sometimes you could be a better friend to somebody than they could be to you.
She is.
And you gonna have to let it go.
I'm like, girl, you about to whoop hoe's tail over Portia?
And Portia will leave you all under the bus.
Has left her. She the one who said she slept with Todd and Candy, both of them. Girl, and that's your best friend. Who be saying that about their best friend?
Even if they did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that ain't nobody business.
So she gonna have to.
Cause I said, bitch,
she gonna have to learn
friend.
to leave her alone.
Mm-hmm.
Cause again, you a better friend to her than she is to you. She not your friend at all.
Sure.
You her friend. She not your friend. So yep, that's what that was. And
where was that at?
They was at the studio with
we didn't talk about RL, girl. I want to talk about RL with his fine stuff.
They was at the studio with him and
I was too happy to see RL.
The other dude's name. But yeah.
Because
Angela said, girl, RL? Oh, Brit better step it up. Cause I was like, yeah.
RL was fine with his little ass. That man look good to me. And I done seen him in person with all them muscles. All of them look good. And they can sing good in person. Ooh, Lord have mercy. That one, girl, he was doing push-ups and stuff. But anyway, is this, we got spring fever or something?
Yep.
Anyway.
Trying to get out there in the wood.
Screeks.
But
yeah, RL, it was nice to see him. I can't remember the other dude's name.
I can't remember his name.
But anyway, I'm sure he's great too.
I do know he told her.
His name though.
We're gonna have to go over something. One of the songs was saying because you were pronouncing your words
too sharp, proper, and you need to relax that.
Yes,
put some stank on it.
English class.
He said, "Put that ATL stank on it." Mom and them.
Yeah, over there.
Not mom and them. Those guys.
You know mom and them. You know.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that was good. I liked her sing. I wanted to hear Shamia singing or whatever.
She sung a little bit.
Yeah, in her confessional. I thought that was so hilarious when Shamia was hollering. Y'all gonna listen to this song over and over.
They asked her, well, can you sing a little bit of the song?
Yeah, they ain't used to people singing on cue.
They should have said it.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I feel like a bump up. No, never mind.
You got a bump?
No.
That's all right. I'll check afterwards.
Yeah, she thinks the black doctor, pimple popper.
That's what you get for saying it wrong. I don't think nothing.
Ugh.
Who's she gonna call?
Ghostbusters. It ain't ready. It just feel like something over there. It is too. Girl, not here. This is not the
Oh,
place.
it is something there.
Y'all.
Girl, you shouldn't have showed it to me talking about it. But anyway.
She gets so excited and I be so scared. But anyway.
She ain't scared.
I'm scared.
But
So,
yeah,
anyway, yeah. So that's.
A whole intermission.
That would have happened for her. And
Yeah.
then it went back to Britt. Because her mom came over.
I was shocked to see her mama because she just said in 2 episodes ago she ain't seen her or heard from her mama.
Her mom.
She asked her sister about her
mom came in and hugged on her and heck yeah, hugged on her. And Britt said her sisters called her and I was shocked. I was shocked about it. I thought the mom was gonna say something crazy, but she didn't. She
You got a cup here. It's hot.
I said it was I didn't have nothing in it, I don't think. Oh, just
I'll get
a
one
tape.
from outside.
So she she actually acted like a mom. Yeah, I feel like I did something to it.
Yeah, it's red. Leave it alone until I can get to it.
She act like a mom, for real.
She did.
I was really surprised.
And she was just definitely sticking up for her daughter. But then
Britt,
that Wayne want to sit up and say, it's just like when I was younger. I told you, Mom, can you give me one of them paper towels? And the girls used to pick on me.
So why are we going back to that?
Yeah, I'm like, girl, you're 35
let's
years
stay
old.
today. Your
I'm
sisters probably picked on you.
No, and then my
I'm just
thing
saying.
is, yeah, but my thing is, why you whining and complaining? Because Britt is a shit starter. Interrupt me when I'm wrong.
Crickets,
ass
crickets.
Always starting shit. She came in starting shit.
Yeah.
And she don't let nothing go. She ain't, I'm like, girl, when do you learn to be the queen and not lower yourself to peasant standards? You be coming in as a peasant. That's why Kenny can easily call you one.
She's not ready to be a queen now.
If another woman is ignoring me, let her ignore me. She might be saving her own life.
Save yourself.
Shit. That wench don't want to speak to me? Great. Why are you upset?
Then I don't have to speak to you. So then Portia and Shamia met up.
Mm-hmm.
And of course they were talking about Drew and Dennis.
Portia and Shamia. And they show up where?
I don't remember where they were.
Oh, they went and played like at Captain D's at Famous Days or something.
Captain D's.
Somebody probably talking about me and Captain D's.
D's what?
D's nuts.
No, the good fish.
Girl, in that corn on the cob.
The hush puppies.
But anyway.
Okay, so who we talking about?
Portia and Shamia.
Yeah, they
and Shamia and that Portia whoop her in all the games.
Because Shamia talked all that shit. That's what Shamia asked.
Get ready for a good ass whooping. Oh no, she beat me. I won. I ain't gonna win no more. Get ready for I won. I was like, damn.
I was like, Shamia need to shut her ass up.
Did I whoop everything? Did I win everything?
I was like, I said, Shamia walked her ass right into that one, boy, but it was hilarious.
Wow.
She lost, honestly, but oh well. Then they sat down and they talked about Drew and Dennis, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she like, well, is she filming with her and all this other stuff, or is he filming with her? No, he said, I asked him. Portia sitting up there blatantly lying. Girl, I be like, you know you on camera. And she know she on camera.
And they gonna say, roll back that beautiful being footage.
Let me go get this thing. I be like, this girl is crazy as hell. Sitting up here talking like ain't nobody recording her.
Every time she say something, they had to roll the film back. And it don't sound like what she just said. Y'all, I'm eating this chicken. It does not sound what she just said. I think they forget. I think they actually forget. They be lying and talking so fast, so much, that they forget the first story. So then when the second story comes and they got to show them the footage, then what? What you do? So yeah, that's what happens. And so then after those two, that's when the peace brunch
took place.
Yeah.
So the peace brunch, is it at Kelly's house or somewhere else? Well, Kelly was the one that was hosting it.
Yeah, she was the one hosting.
And it was beautiful out there. It was nice. And
had the lemon.
Yes. Just beautiful. And just coming down them stairs, I was like, girl, ain't nobody got time to come down all these damn stairs. My knee hurt.
That was your runway.
I know, but girl, I was like, these people gonna trip and roll down the stairs.
But good episode, I'm just saying.
Yes, it was pretty though. It was nice. So all the ladies get there. So it's everybody but Portia.
She was sick.
And Kenya, of course, are not there.
And she actually sounded sick.
Yeah, she did.
It wasn't that.
Oh, faking.
She sounded sick.
Yeah, she did sound sick, for real. So, and she called her and told her she couldn't come. But all the other ladies are there. And then they get into welcoming everybody and watching everybody walk down the runway. And then Britt is the last one to come in. And I'm like, just me being who I am and just watching watching everything. I was like, this what you chose to wear up in this bitch? Your mouth been they done showed you busting it wide open. Literally, whichever way it is, and your ass out here coming out with your titties out. I said, well, girl,
but she wear that anyway.
I know. And that's what I said. Yeah. You shouldn't be shamed because of what you wear. But I was just like, that's how you wearing it? Okay. Mm-hmm. But, so she come in and then she sits down and everybody, is, giving her some love and everything like that.
And she probably felt good at first until
Kelly big ass mouth running her fucking mouth and talking about, well, I just wanted to have this piece or breakfast without the stress or whatever it is. She said all that
and
bullshit.
Let the girls hear your story,
your side of the thing, because I think you only talk to me and maybe Portia, or at this table you only talk to me. And the girls, I'm sure they've talked with Kenya or something like they already talked with Kenya. Why you gotta bring that up, ho?
And you could see the look on
her
her
face.
So then
when she heard
said
that bitch was like, what?
Her whole demeanor changed, everything. And rightfully so. Because I would have been like, what?
Well, they ain't her friends. They Kenya friends, though.
I know.
Oh, but Angela... I mean, for real, all them girls ain't no Kenya. So I can see them talking to Kenya before they talk to her.
You told me to come here because this was about a peaceful.
Well, that's Kelly fault. Kelly ass shouldn't have said nothing in my book.
She shouldn't. That's why I said it was all Kelly. Kelly messy. She a messy something.
She sure.
And she was sitting ride the fence.
Mm-hmm. And she be acting like she somebody's friend. I'm like, girl, shut up. Shit. And I do like Kelly, though. But I'm still like, girl, in this instance, you be wrong as hell.
Y'all, let us know if y'all tasted her waffles for real, though.
Yeah, her waffles good. Is the chicken good?
Just because,
forget them waffles.
I love some waffle and chicken. Chicken waffles.
Is the chicken good, y'all?
Yeah, let us know. Please let us know.
Then you gotta add what is it? Hot sauce on. I don't like having to add hot sauce.
Now I don't know chicken and waffles.
I'm just saying.
It's in mine.
Yeah. But let us know, y'all, if the chicken and the waffles is good.
I mean, it's like this.
You know, some people waffles, they got like a little sweet to it.
That's savory.
And then some people waffles, they just waffles. Ain't got no vanilla extract or flavor or nothing up in a little piece of tincture, brown sugar or nothing. But let us know, girl, if Kelly doing it up their home style.
So, if I got, our reporter down there, we might have to tell her to
investigate.
Yeah, on the waffles.
Yeah, go on, what is it? When you go on site or something like that. Location.
Yeah. We're going to try.
Do some investigative reporting.
Try them waffles out.
Yes. But yeah, so they sit down and then it gets cracking by she was telling them Shamia says something like Kelly lost her license due to this or whatever. And she says like, mm-hmm. And then so when she says that, mm-hmm, whatever, what's her name is like?
Angela did like that.
Angela is like, what? How is that?
Due to what?
Yeah, and then she said, and Britt says, what is her phrase? Britt said, what? How do you think? Or something like that.
I think when Angela said that, that caught her off guard. Because Angela is in the business. And she know it takes more than rumors to lose your license. Mm-hmm. So for her to say that,
Because Britt is lying. And don't nobody lose their license like that.
And
that
it
quick.
went.
And I got a license. And you don't lose your license like that.
So I was
Girl,
like,
I know
my
people,
God.
I know people when I was in training for my life, one of my trainers got a DUI. I was in training 1 year. When I first started in insurance, this boy got a DUI. And I was like, he wasn't at work. And we had two people that was training us. He wasn't at work. And then one of the managers said, what's his name, got arrested.
He don't be here today.
One of my managers, they went and tried to bail him out.
Oh, he must have been a good worker, though.
Everybody loved his little crazy tail, girl. He was like Fred from Scooby-Doo Girl to me.
Ain't nobody gonna bail me out at my job.
Okay. Girl was like...
They be like, can you leave her in there a couple of more days?
I can't remember that boy's name either, girl.
I'm a sweet person.
They went to try to bail his ass out, girl. I just could not believe that. And I said, oh, they be saving they people for real, girl. And their job, girl. So that's how I know that's a lie. Now, what he pleaded down to, I don't know if it was a DUI, but he pleaded down to something. But she wouldn't lose her license over some rumor or over what happened at an event that she didn't do nothing at. You know what I mean? She could lose her license if somebody reported that she said or threatened. Like, you don't lose your license for past stuff before you got your license. You don't really lose unless it's like a crime that you committed then and you've been convicted of today. But you don't lose your license for that. You'll lose your license for what you do during the duration of the time that you have your license. So, and the only thing that could be possibly reported is what she said threatening to Kenya.
What about the peace be still?
Yes. That is something that could be reported to the insurance people and for that to be investigated. Outside of that, if you did that when you was in your 20s and in your late teens or whatever, they're not investigating you for that. That's a damn lie. Then she done got on here and said she did after. So she said on the show that she lost her license. Then she said, well, she agreed with Shamia when Shamia said she lost her license. And then she said she done got out now because everybody was like, you don't lose your license over that and this, that, and the other. So then her and Angela been online going back and forth about the insurance stuff. And she like, well, then she tried to get smart about like checkmate and all this other mess. And this,
well, because then she came back and said, before the online stuff, she came back and said, well, they're investigating. And I could,
yes,
probably.
I'm in jeopardy of losing my license.
But that Angela was like, that's what I thought. What did you say? I said, oh.
They had to separate their asses.
Yeah, Shamia had to come with the halos and the harps.
And an electric slide.
And an electric slide. That electric slide get them every time, y'all.
Damn.
You get them.
That was in a chokehold.
The electric slide would do it every time. You know, if she would have if they would have played Boots on the Ground, they would have been happy, love. They would have been happy. Let me tell y'all. If they would have played Boots on the Ground, all the other mess, they would have forgot about that. It wouldn't been no offline stuff going on. Where them fans at? Where them fans at? Where them fans at?
I ain't ready yet.
Oh, I got my boots on the ground.
I ain't got a down pat, y'all. But I got these fans, okay?
So, yeah. So that was basically the show. But what did you hear offline? I need that red one.
I know. I'm trying to open it up. I heard that, I heard that today about Kelly and what's her name? I mean, not Kelly, about Britt saying all of that and everything and going back and forth with Angela. And Angela is like, no, honey, I'm in insurance and in the state of Georgia, because see, that's what you go by, what the state of Georgia says, not what, because even the insurance people have to go by what your state says.
I know.
So I'm like, girl, stop lying, Britt. And then if Britt lost her damn license, why she out here she still got these classes, selling these classes to learn how to be an insurance agent. That's all I want to know.
Well,
this is real good right here.
Well, it was something. It was, yeah.
But yeah, girl, so then it was something else I thought that happened. Because the show was more than an hour. It was an hour and some change long. So I was like at 9 something like, girl, they still going? I couldn't believe it. But yeah. But it was a pretty good episode. But I appreciated Angela. And I say Angela was the MVP on here, being the realest and checking Britt right on the spot. And Drew, I was like, go on and go up for your girls, because Drew was like, what? Blah blah. Drew was ready. Drew
said, "Girl, you just made me laugh."
I was like, Drew so damn petty. I was like, Lord have mercy.
She said, "You what y'all mean, girl? You funny. You just made me laugh." I'm like,
I know Britt hollers and fights with her sisters because she do not know how to get along with women. She is not a girl's girl, and that's what the problem is that she just don't like women. She thinks she the shit and everybody else more jealous of her. That's why she had to go get surgery. You ain't popping like that. Just calm down. Damn. Be yourself, whoever she is.
just be yourself.
And quit worrying about other people hating on you. Everybody ain't hating on you because you extra fine. You ain't that fine. There's always somebody out here that's prettier than you. Girl. Just out here talking out the side of your damn, what's that thing she got, that fake boob or something? It's just disgusting. Looking like a whole thing that's going to explode. But anyway. I think that was it while I'm ranting and raving about this girl.
It was.
See, I can do it with my left hand.
We made
Not
it
the
through
right
the
hand.
whole episode.
Your fan look cute. Where them fans at? Right here. Where them fans at? Where them fans at? Bam, 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 bam. We gonna see y'all on the next one's cousin. We ain't got no sense.
Hey, remember, like, share,
and
and subscribe.
We'll holler back, cousins. See you soon.
Bye, cousins.
I don't know how to turn this thing off, cousins, but you know, we're gonna get it one day. Bye.